air fried crab cakes from frozen, along with some tater tots that work excellent together. They go good together, but they also work good together in any air fryer. But we're going to be using the Instant Pot Pro Crisp, which they refer to as their one pot wonder. And it really is. I just had a video not long ago where I only use the pressure cooking portion of it. Well, tonight, all we're using is the air fryer part. And we're going to do the crab cakes and these golden crispy crowns from Ore-Ida at the same time. And I really think you're going to be impressed. I'm John Sanders. I'm also known as Jelly 007. So let's take this Instant Pot Pro Crisp and cook these crab cakes and these tater tots at the same time. Okay, so I set everything back in the freezer while I kind of describe what we have and what we're going to do. Obviously, these are Phillips Seafood Restaurant's Maryland-style crab cakes, handmade with jumbo lump crab meat. And take my word, they really are good. And I got them at Costco, and like I said, I'm going to show the prices here in a minute. There is kind of a history on the restaurant if you want to read that, and there you go. And what we're going to do, it also has some recipes for aioli and stuff like that. I'm actually going to use this. I don't have a remoulade or a remoulade, or however you want to say it. This right here works real well if you ask me, and that's what I'm using with them. Now I'm going to put those tater tots, just one level of them right here in the bottom of this pan. I'm not stacking them, just be one level. I'm going to set this on here, and 2 crab cakes will go right here. And I'm going to spray a little oil on that to start with. But I wanted to get all that out where I can kind of show you what we're working with and how we're going to do it. And in a minute, we'll be starting this. Be back. Okay, so this is designed to be somewhat of a quick dinner, and it does do that very well. There's exactly what I'm using. They're Ore-Ida golden crispy crowns. They have oven instructions for 425, for 16 to 18. It doesn't matter because we're using an air fryer. And these actually have instructions for 450, baked from frozen, 450, let's see, it's got some directions there for 2 cakes for 9 minutes and flip. Well, we're going to kind of watch them, but somewhere around that. We don't have to worry about flipping these. And there's what I have of that. One layer, as I said, one level or whatever. You know, I'm not crowding them. That's my point. So I'm going to get over here and pick up the air frying lid off of the Instant Pot's One Pot Wonder. Set that in there. And then, I have, by the way, I sprayed the basket and this broiler tray, I think they call it. And then I'm going to kind of center them right there. I'm going to make sure that sits down real well. And I think it has. And sometimes I pop it just to make sure I kind of bump my hand on that connection. I'm going to hit air fry. I'm going to go to 420. Well, actually, I am going to 20 minutes. In fact, I had it set to time first, so I'm going to go to 20 minutes because we're going to be watching it. You press that, and I'm going to take this to 425. And then all we got to do is hit start. And we are off and running, and hopefully we'll have a really good dinner here in just a minute. So I'll be back. One thing I didn't mention is it is preheating, just like any air fryer does. I rarely ever use preheat on any air fryer, and I thought I'd better mention that. I let it go. It's not going to hurt. Take my word. Be back. Okay, so we're right at 9 minutes, which is the number they said they say to flip them at. So I'm going to take a look at them. We're going to see what they look like, and we're probably going to flip them. But I'm also going to shake those potatoes just like this. Maybe hold this down a little bit. Shake those potatoes around. And now I'm going to very gingerly flip these cakes. And it might be better with a spatula, but it doesn't hurt anything. So I probably could have let those go a little longer before I flipped them, but they wanted 9 minutes, so that's what we're doing. So put the lid back on, let it go. I'll be back. Okay, we are at 17 minutes of cook time, you know, plus the preheat it did. And we're fixing to take a look at the temp. In case I need to pull them out, I'm gonna go ahead and put these gloves on. In fact, now we are at 18 minutes. I'm gonna open it up. And they look really good. I hope you can see that. I did mess up that tray a little bit when I flipped them. Oh yeah, we're 170. We're looking for 165. That's what they recommend on their website. And I'm gonna be 10 degrees above it at best. So, in fact, I'll just take it out like this right here. And the thing is, I want to pull those off. I'm going to have to come up with a method without burning my fingers, because I was wanting to put my fingers right here, and I think that's going to work. Yep. And there you go. There's what one of them looks like. We'll have to see the other one in a minute. But here are, I got to put the glove back on. Here's the tater tots. And here's my point. I mean, this is as good as you get for a simple dinner, and I mean a really good one. And I'm fixing to cut up that lemon, put a little lemon juice on it, get it on a plate, and I think it's going to be one of the better meals I've had this week. So I'll see y'all in a second. Okay, right there is my dinner for tonight, and really simple, somewhere around 20 minutes. And those crab cakes, I promise you, are probably way better than you think they are. If you're anything like me, they will be. They are very impressive, and that's just, I'll leave it at that. Those tater tots, same way. There's nothing wrong with them. Whoops, if it'll focus, I don't think it's going to. They're excellent. I don't have to show them to you. They're really good. It all worked out just like you saw it. I think it was 18 minutes. I don't really remember, but it doesn't matter. Whatever it said right there, I didn't do anything but what you saw. And that right there is, I'll show you what the inside, and you know how a crab cake is. In fact, let's just get it up here where I can break it in front of the camera. And that's when I get it to focus, right there. Plenty of crab meat. You can see it right there. It's like that all throughout these crab cakes. I mean, they're really good. I'll put them up against a lot of restaurants I've been to. And I'll say, I mean, maybe if you got some other remoulade or remoulade that you'd rather have, maybe so, but nothing wrong with that right there. It's a good Creole, Louisiana style. It's Tony Chachere's, and I love his products. But I'm about to squeeze a little lemon on there. I'm going to eat it, but that right there is why I like them. So, and I've kind of signed off. I'm kind of quit doing this, eating on camera, but I want you to see it and hear it. Here you go. It's very good. I'm going to stop at that. It's like going to a high-end restaurant and ordering crab cakes. Now, I got this out because I wished I had flipped them with this, and I think I have before, but they're a little tender in the middle when I flipped them at that point. But you saw what to do. You know what to do. This works. Hey, love y'all all. If you don't mind, hit me with one of these thumbs up, and I would appreciate that. But y'all have a good night. Get you one of these one-pot wonders, I guess. I mean, I love it. It's a great device so far. And hey, you can do the same thing in the Ninja Foodie. There's no doubt. Or any air fryer. So I'll get off of that. Y'all have a good night. Bye-bye.